What's up, Aeronauts? Chrome Rainbow here, and today I am here with. Sorry about this little box down in the corner. Today I'm here with a GameMaker tutorial. It's a basic tutorial, and all it is to show you guys the first few commands or codes that you're gonna need to know to be able to use GameMaker language in the GameMaker program. I'm currently using GameMaker 8 Pro, and these are all the commands that you can use. Like, these are the most basic ones. And it might look extremely confusing, but I promise you this won't be hard to learn at all. So the first one we've got is place free and then an X and Y coordinate, and that checks if a certain position has no objects there. So that's exactly the same as in the control tab, this one, which is check empty. It's the exact same. As you can see, there is relative and not, and if you want to do relative, I think I might show that later. Oh, well, no, I don't. To do relative, you want to do just x plus the number and y plus the number. So, or you can do x equals x plus 6. So that'll, as you can see, sets the object's x coordinate. It'll set it so it's 6 to, it'll like jump 6 to its right. If you have the plus next to it, it's just a relative symbol. And the next one we have is place meeting, which is the exact same as place free, but with an object, and instead of checking if there is no object there, it'll check if the object is there that you put in here. So if I want to check if there's a ball at a certain coordinates, I'll do the x and y coordinates. Oops. I'll do the x and y coordinates and then put in the object name, and it'll check if the object ball is at those coordinates. If it does, it'll do the next command. Next we have the speed equals 4, which just sets the object's speed, so you can make it so when it hits something it speeds up, whatever. And direction, it's the exact same as this, so if you want to set it going up at a speed of 4, then you can do it here, or you can do it in here, and you can set the speed to 4, and the direction is a 360-degree circle. It'll start at 0 and go up to 90, then 180, then 270, then 360. So 270 is down, 90 is up, 180 is to the left, and 0s or 360 is to the right. So this one here will go down at a speed of 4. Next, we have the X and Y commands, which basically just set the X and Y coordinates. It's just a jump to command in the code. It's very basic. Here we have the image index equals 1, which chooses the frame of the image the sprite will start on. So if we come to my sprite here and in the sprite test, you can see it has 2 frames, and when we put this on, we go like this. So that's the speed set to 10, which I'll show you a bit later, or like next. And then we've got 2 frames. If I want to start on this second frame, we'll come here and we'll just go image index 1. That's the second frame, 0 is the first. Now image speed also sets the speed at which the object's animation will cycle. As you can see, I set it to 10 previously in the other window. This will be going at 1. The more you put it up, obviously the faster it will go. Next we have the motion set, which is the exact same as speed and direction, except it's just in one command. It's motion underscore set, open bracket, and then you want to put in the direction in the same way as you did before, so it's a 360-degree circle. So 90 is up, then comma, and you want to put in your speed, and then close the bracket. So this will be going up at a speed of 4. Next, you can change the horizontal speed and the vertical speed. And the way you do this is just h speed or v speed equals the number, and that'll just set the horizontal and vertical speed. As you can see, you can do it here. That's horizontal speed, vertical speed, stuff like that. Next, this is a very useful command, but it's also quite simple. It's just a gravity. All you need to do is gravity and then equals and the amount. 0.5 is a good amount if you haven't ever used GameMaker before. And yeah, that's all that one does. Next, I'm showing you the if and else commands. So you can type if place free x and y plus 1. So it checks if the pixel, like 1 pixel under you, if there's no blocks, it'll do this command, which sets gravity to 0.5. So, and then otherwise, if it's not free, it'll set the gravity to 0, so you'll be able to jump. So if the if command fails, it'll execute this command. If you're wondering what these little brackets are, it's actually you actually need them to start a block. This one here starts a block, obviously, and this one here ends a block. So it's the same as putting in these guys, but with brackets. Next, we have the instance create. Oh, sorry. No, we actually have the gravity direction. So, that's equals 270, so the gravity, like the direction of the gravity will be going downwards, so that's just obvious. Next we have the if place equals, if place free, the block under them, it'll set the gravity to 0.5. All I'm showing you here is these 3 lines of text will check if there is a block under the object. If there is a block under them, it'll set the gravity to 0, otherwise it'll set to 0.5, all this will be in the direction 270 or down. So it's just the same as above, but with the gravity direction added on the end, and it'll execute all as one command. So that's quite helpful. We have the instance create code, which basically just creates an instance of an object at the coordinates you give. So you need to put in the object that you want it to create, the x coordinate and the y coordinate. Pretty simple. Next we have this. So, oh sorry, that was a mistake on my part. This is how you set a variable. So instead of coming here and putting in variable, put in the variable. So instead of d equals 4, you can do that, or you can just come in here and write d equals 4, which will set the variable d to 4, and now you can use this in other code. So just an example of this, if you want to set the horizontal speed to 4, instead of typing hspeed equals 4 like up here, you can do, like up here, sorry, you can do hspeed equals d, because we set the variable d to 4 previously, it'll now know that d is 4, and we'll set the hspeed to 4. So that's just that's how to set a variable, and that's how to use a variable. Next we have the change instance command, which basically it'll change our instance to object underscore code test2, and then you have the true/false here. And if you want it to perform events, you put true. If you don't, you put false. So instead of coming here and putting in the object, so code test2, and you want it to perform events, you'll choose yes. But instead of not and yes, it'll be true, false and true. Here we have the instance destroy. This is very basic. All it does is destroys the instance. You do need the brackets here, because it's still there's no variables to be put in there, but you still need them there. Now you've got the sprite index, which will change the instance of sprite. It'll set the image speed, so sprite index equals whatever sprite we want to change to, which ours is sprite underscore test. So it will change to sprite test, then it'll set the image speed to 10 and the image index to the first frame. So that's basically just changing a sprite, which is here. As you can see, then subimage is the image index and the speed is the image speed. Then we've got sound play and sound stop. All you need to do is in the X area place the sound's name, put the sound's name in there, and it will play it or stop it. Next we've got the room commands. We've got the room go to, and then in the brackets the room's name. Oh, sorry. So that's just the. Oh wait, I'll show you the next one, and that's just room go to next. Just like instance destroy, you do need to have the brackets on the end, and that just goes to the next room. So that's the go to room here, which just chooses the room, or next room here. And finally, I'm just showing you the collision events, and this is what will happen. If place underscore meet in, so x, y, and object 0, so if there's, you put in the coordinates x and y, or you just put them in, and you just go +1, or +0, and then +0, and the object name, it'll destroy the instance. So this is the collision event, but in code, on collision with object 0, our object will be destroyed. Else, it'll set the sprite index to sprite 0. If there is no collision, it'll change the sprite to sprite 0. So that's the most basic codes in GameMaker. I hope you have learnt something. If you have, please just give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want, and also add this to the favorites if you really think it deserves it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you